Hello everyone, very good evening and welcome to the BYJU'S exam prep, the most comprehensive app for all competitive exams. Let me know that sound quality, picture quality, everything is fine. And this is a very important session because now we have around 250 days for GATE 2024. Okay, but before starting the session, inform me that everything is fine. Then I am going to start the session, guys. Okay, I think now everything is fine. Now, this is the GATE 2024. In this session, I am going to discuss effective use of 250 days, right? From this date up to what? In the first week of Feb, there will be a GATE exam, GATE 2024. Then we have around 250 days. How we can score 80 plus marks out of 100? Whether it is electronics, electrical, instrumentation, mechanical, civil, computer science or any other branch, guys. Yes, you can score, and just I am giving you the very simple formula, that is 1 mark at the rate of 2 days, and simply we have 50 days for what? Revision. In this session, you are going to get idea about all these things. So stay tuned with me. If you are new, then subscribe our channel, like the session and share the link of this session. Okay then. So step by step I am going to discuss all these points. Then first of all, my introduction, so that you will get the idea how we can crack any competitive exams, especially what? National level exams like GATE, engineering services, ISRO, DRDO. That is my experience, teaching experience 22 years, and I have trained more than 1 lakh students for these competitive exams. Second important thing, I have qualified and selected for engineering services exam that is conducted by UPSC. My rank was 16 in ESE 2005 and 21 in ESE 2008. And these are my subjects, and I worked as Deputy Director in Ministry of Power. At that time, I have made my own schedule, strictly follow that schedule, and that's why I have cleared all these exams. Now, I am going to share my experience with you. Now, before that, very important workshop for you, that is the free GATE workshop, detailed strategy to secure AIR under 100 in GATE 2024, that is live on 21st May at 12:30 p.m. by Joseph Singh sir, MTech from IIT Roorkee, 5 years of teaching experience, highly energetic member. Okay, so please register for this workshop. It is totally free. Okay then, this is a very important thing. Now guys, how many days according to your calculation? Everyone give me the answer in comments box. Yes, Gautami, Maheshwari, how are you? Very good evening, all in one, very good evening. Then according to you, how many days? Now it is a month of May, and right, and you can count up to what? Feb. According to my calculation, near about what? 250 days we have, right? We have 250 days. Now you can count. Now, I am going to give you the exact 250 days left for GATE 2024 exam. Now, very well known proverb. What is this? Many a little makes a mickle. What is the meaning of this? Simply, drop by drop makes an ocean. Means what? हिंदी में अगर बोले तो क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? बूंद बूंद से घड़ा भरता है. How is it possible, guys? Is it possible in case of GATE examination? Yes. Very simple strategy. Very simple strategy, guys. Now, small efforts accumulate to make a gigantic results. You can get the top rank in GATE exam. You can get the top rank in ESE. You can get the top rank in ISRO. Step by step. Right? Step by step. Small efforts are required, but daily efforts are required, and finally we will get the top rank in any competitive exams. So this particular thing will work for all field. Okay, so that is the case. Now for GATE exam we have, now I am going to start my session. Please like the session, everyone. If you have any questions at the end, I will give the answer for all your questions. Okay guys, at the end. If not, please stay tuned with me. Then for GATE month, we have around 8.5 months approximately. Okay, 8.5 months. That is what we can divide it into weeks, around 33 weeks. Then 250 days, approximately 250 days plus minus 10 days. Okay, you can get the exact figure. Then guys, finally, if this is the 250 days, then what about these 250 days? First of all, split this 250 days into two parts. First part is 200 days and then second part is what? 50 days. In first 200 days, go for what? Study. Means what? Prepare your subjects. If you are from electronics branch, electrical branch, mechanical branch or civil branch, then you have to get the command over all the subjects, command over the complete syllabus within 200 days. Now I am going to give you the very simple planning for all these things, how we are going to get the command over the subject. Then for next 50 days, remaining 50 days for what? Revision at the time of examination. Right? Definitely this is very, very important step for any exam, any competitive exams. Revision is must. Then for last 50 days, reserve for revision. Now, everyone please split these in two parts. Then, once it is over, then guys, target for 200 days. Now, this will work. Small efforts will give you the big result. How is it possible? Simply, what is the total marks in GATE examination? Everyone tell me. What is the total marks in GATE examination? Any idea? Yes, you have idea about that. Total marks. I am talking not talking about the questions. Total marks. Total marks. Yes, it is what? 100 marks paper. And if suppose we are going to get 80 plus marks, if suppose we are going to get the 80 plus marks, means what? We are going to get the top rank. Yes, in fact, sometimes it is possible to get the single digit rank or first rank also. So total marks is 100. Very simple strategy. 1 mark per 2 days. Means we have the 200 days. For every 2 days, we have to prepare for only 1 mark. If suppose we are following this step, we can prepare the complete syllabus for what? 100 marks paper. Yes, it is possible. Yes or no? Yes, it is possible. But what is the division? Now I am going to give you the idea how we can fetch 1 mark at the rate of 2 days study. That is very, very important thing. That is called small effort will give you the big result, guys. Now, next important thing, you have to follow the following steps. I am going to give you the simple 10 steps so that you are going to get 1 mark per 2 days. Right? So please pay attention to the following steps and step by step please follow the rule. Okay? First step, create a study plan. We have sufficient days, guys. We have sufficient days. 250 days is more than sufficient to clear the GATE examination. Right? That is the first point. Okay? 250 days is more than sufficient to get the top rank in GATE examination. But you have to make the proper study plan. So what is the plan here? Now we can develop a well-structured study schedule that cover all the subject and topics, okay, and give the sufficient time for each subject. When I am talking about the subject, then what about the weightage of the subject, what is the syllabus and so on. Then second step, before making the plan, we have what? How many weeks? 33 weeks, okay. Normally, in every organization, in every school, in colleges, right? Or when we are making our plan, normally we are making what? Daily plan or weekly plan? Everyone tell me. Normally we are making the daily plan or weekly plan. So normally we are making what? Weekly plan. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Normally these are the working day. Saturday and Sunday are called what? Weekends, right? And then again, we are prepared for what? Next week. Now I am going to give you the very, very simple basic plan. That is what? First, weekly plan. In weekly plan, now the 250 days is divided into what? 33 weeks. Okay. Make proper weekly plan. Means, first of all, you have to make the daily plan. Means what? Weekdays plan. Your weekday may be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or it may be what? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's up to you, right? It's up to you. But normal weekdays are Monday to Saturday, and that weekend, sometimes for students, weekend is what? Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Then plan for weekend. Oh, now 33 weeks, weekdays plan and weekend plan. Second important thing, what is the daily plan? When we are making the daily plan, you have to include these things. First, 3 hours self-study. How many students are doing the self-study? To clear the exam like GATE, self-study is required. And what is the suitable time for self-study without any disturbance, no distraction, no mobile calls, no calls from the friends, no work, no emergency? That is what morning time. But the suitable time is what? Morning time, 5 to 8 a.m. or you can choose what? 4 to 7 a.m. early morning. That is the time for self-study. You can choose according to your convenience. It's up to you. Then second thing, 3 to 4 hour classes, online, offline. It may be online classes or what? Offline classes. Normally students are joining the classes, but what 1 or 2% doing the self-studies. Otherwise all the students are joining because online classes are available. If they are in job, again they are joining. If they are in college, again they are joining. Definitely it will help you. Okay, that is the 3 to 4 hour classes. You can choose what evening time for that, for classes. Then 20 to 30 minutes for yoga or meditation or exercise or any games. It may be cricket, it may be badminton or anything else. Just for relaxation. That is important. That is very, very important. Now, what about the GATE exam? It is question based exam. Means within 3 hours around 80% question will be based on what? Numerical. Based on what? Numericals. And around 20% questions on what? Theory based. So when it is a numerical based exam, GATE exam, especially what I am talking about the GATE exam, then daily you have to solve what? Questions. What is the source of the question? Questions from workbook or question what? From previous year question paper, right? So previous year question paper of GATE examination and previous year question paper of what? Engineering services examination, because number of subjects are common in ESE and common in what? GATE paper. So you have to solve. So that is a question practice from the workbook and from previous year question paper. So please include all these things. These are very, very important one. Then what about the weekly plan? So when I am saying that weekend in Saturday or Sunday, what is the weekend plan? Now, is it practically feasible to give the daily quizzes? I think it is not possible to give the daily quizzes. Okay, 1 or 2 questions we are going to solve previous year question or question from the workbook, but it is not possible to give the daily quizzes. So we can go for what? Weekly quizzes. So yes, you can go for the weekly quizzes and test in Saturday or Sunday or Monday. You can set day according to you, or you can choose what? 2 tests per week, right? It's up to you. It depends upon your preparation also, right? Then 2 tests per week if you are going to give, then more than sufficient. Then make formula notes, right? Yes, we have to make the proper notes. It will help during our revision. Next important thing, next week plan. Suppose that is the first week, already we have gone through it, right? Then analyze the week, right? Analyze your routine, then make proper plan for what? Next week. It is possible within 1 hour, right? In next week, I want to cover subject number 1 or subject number 2. I will solve the question from that textbook. I will solve the question from this previous year question paper and so on. We make proper plan for what? Next week. It is possible during what? Weekends. Okay, then you can go for what? Movie, you can go for what? Outing. Yes, it's okay. एक बार टॉपर जो है ना इस बार के, वो बोल रहे थे कि मैंने रेगुलर हर वीक क्या देखी है? मूवी देखी है. मेरा शौक है, आई एम फॉन्ड ऑफ मूवीज, तो मुझे मूवी जाने का शौक है, तो मैं हर वीकेंड मूवी देख रहा हूँ. आपका कोई और शौक है तो आप जा सकते हैं, आउटिंग के लिए जा सकते हैं, कहीं घूमने जाना है तो जा सकते हैं, लेकिन वीकेंड में डेली उसी मूड में रहेंगे तो इट विल नॉट हेल्प यू, राइट? तो ऑन वीकेंड मेक अ प्रॉपर प्लान फॉर दैट. Okay, and analysis of previous week schedule. This is very important. If suppose you are doing the analysis, then we can change our schedule. We can make proper timetable. Practically possible, yes or no? Right? No, that is. Then guys, next step is, it is over. You have made the plan for that. Now next step is what? Understand the exam. what is the nature of the exam? So normally we are saying that, sir, it is a 100-mark paper. We are having the 1-mark question paper, 1-mark question, and what 2-mark questions, right? Different types of questions like what MCQ, MSQ, and what numerical answer type question. Total 65 questions. Total marks is what 100 objective. Now that is over. Now what about the weightage of the subject? How many subjects in syllabus of GATE exam? What is the similarity between syllabus of GATE exam and in your syllabus of your semester examination? If you are preparing for what ESE, GATE, ISRO, DRDO, then what is the similarity between the syllabus of ESE, GATE, ISRO and what your semester examination? And that is called what? Smart work. Okay, so please understand the exam, right, and get each and everything about your GATE exam before starting your preparation, guys. What about the marking scheme, whether there is a negative marking, yes or no, get all the ideas. यार ये ऑल आपको अपने आप से करना है, ये सब कुछ अवेलेबल है, राइट? देन मेक प्रॉपर चार्ट लाइक दिस. सपोज इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइस, right, electronics and telecommunication, we have around 10 subjects. I am giving the in 2023 from mathematics, what about the marks? From general aptitude, analog, communication and so on, from electronic devices, that is the total 100 marks. Similarly in 2022, that was the weightage. So you can collect the data for last 5 years. It is possible. All the data are available on what site? To directly get the idea about what 2023, 2022 and what 2021 and so on, last 5 years. Why I am saying last 5 years? So that you can find the average value. Average about the mathematics. General aptitude is fixed, that is the 15 marks. Engineering mathematics, you can find the average for analog circuit, communication system or what? Electronic devices. For example, here electronic devices is only 7 marks. And last year it was what? 12 marks. You have to find the average of last 5 years. And in this way, we can get the idea about the GATE examination. So that is very, very important exercise. Then once you will get the idea about the examination, what about the next step? Third one, gather study materials. Okay, that is a very big question. How we can collect the authentic data? How we can collect the authentic study material? So first of all, get the idea from what? Experienced faculties. Get the idea from what? Toppers. Yes, but you have to collect what? Authentic information. Wrong informations are available. If you are going to collect the wrong information, vague information, then definitely you are going to kill your time. We have limited time, 250 days only. Okay, then what about the study material? First of all, textbook, standard textbook, right? We can't study the number of textbook, so selected standard textbook. Second important thing, reference books. Then third, online resources, authentic online resources. Fourth, lecture notes, that is very important one, recorded lectures and so on. But what is the precaution here? Choose resources that explain concept clearly and provide practice question. So try to avoid the vague sources, resources and vague knowledge. Okay, that is very important. बहुत knowledge की भरमार है, उसमें से सही knowledge लेना ही एक बड़ी exercise है, ठीक है ना? वो आपको confuse करेगा और एक बार अगर आपके पास information आ जाए तो फिर confuse होना छोड़िए, अपना plan बनाइए और उस पर लग जाइए. Then next step is subject-wise preparation. So already I have given in the syllabus of GATE examination in all branches, mechanical, civil, electrical, electronics, computer science, instrumentation and other branches. We have around 10 to 11 subjects. In some subject it is 9. In some branches it is 9 subjects. So subject-wise preparation is required. Now in every session, student asks, sir, how many days for each subject? Just I am giving you the very simple formula, how many days for each subject, guys. So what is the subject wise? Watch this chart. Watch this chart. You have to solve the theory, you have to solve the practice question, you have to solve the numerical for that particular subject, but this chart is very important. Now try to understand this chart. I am giving you the very simple calculation. This is a very, very important one, how we are going to make the plan for next 250 days. This is a 100 hours chart. I have collected the data for 2023 and 2022. For example, in mathematics, In 2023, 11 marks. In 2022, it was what? 16 marks. So what is the average? Now you can calculate 11 plus 16, that is what? 27 divided by 2. 27 divided by 2 means 13.5 marks from mathematics on an average. Right? Now, 2 days required for each marks. So for 13.5 marks, how many days is required? 2 days for each one mark. So 13.5 multiplied with the 2, total 27 days required for mathematics. Now you can give 27 days for preparation of what? Mathematics. Similarly, watch this subject, right? What about the analog circuit? 10, 10, right? If you are going to get the data of last 5 years, on an average, you will get the 10 marks, for example. So 10 marks for analog multiplied with the 2, that is what? 20 days required. Prepare what? Analog. Okay, no problem. 20 days. Now, it's up to you. You can start 2 subjects at a time, or you can start 1 subject at a time. Suppose you are going to start 2 subjects at a time, so 27 plus 20. 27 plus 20, that is what? 47 days. So make proper plan for next 47 days, and within next 47 days, you have to prepare what? Mathematics, and what? Second subject is what? Let analog. Just it is an example. It is a subject 1 and it is a subject 2. You can make plan according to your branch, right? But first of all, collect the data. Now, so this is a very basic formula, right? So how many days for each subject? Next one, 5th step is focus on fundamental, guys. तो क्या हो रहा है, हम लोग सीधा फॉर्मूला रट रहे हैं कि ऐसा आएगा और ये बना लेंगे. Try to mug up the formula, but remember, guys, GATE exam based on what? Concept. This step will not work. If simply you are going to mug up the formula, simply you are going to mug up the theory, and you are solving the last 25 years or 30 years previous year questions without any preparation, without any fundamentals, without any basics, without any concepts, it will not work. If you are going to solve the last 50 years, again it will not work, right? So simply focus on the fundamentals, strengthen your understanding of the fundamental concept in each subject, right? And this will provide you a solid foundation for solving complex problems and tackling the advanced topics. Very advanced. Sometimes we are getting the question based on what? Very advanced topics. Then once it is clear, then you will be able to solve those questions. So what is the note? Don't try to mug up. Okay, that is very, very important one. Nandita Raj, how are you? Rajsri, then Akash, Chandrakant. Now, final, next step, practice previous year question paper. Previous year question paper is very, very important one, so that you will get the idea about the exam pattern, idea about the exam paper, and so on. You can solve the previous year question paper of GATE exam, and you can solve the previous year question from engineering services examination, in fact from ISRO exam, or for what? BARC examination. Okay, you can solve. Then this will help you to understand the pattern of the examination. Next step is what? Mock test. Already I have given. You have to give the regular mock test. At the last 50 days, we will give full length mock test. But weekly we have to give the mock test. What is the mock test means? Topic wise mock test, and then subject wise mock test, then mock test for 2 subjects, for then half syllabus, then for what? Full syllabus. To make proper plan to give the mock test. Why we are giving the mock test? With the mock test, you will get the idea about your weakness, about your preparation, whether it is going in right direction or what? Wrong direction, so that we can rectify it. अब पूरा 1 महीने 2 महीने बाद मॉक टेस्ट दोगे, आपको पता चला पूरा प्लान गलत है, तो आप चेंज नहीं कर सकते. तो वीकली आपने प्लान बनाया है, वीकली आप टेस्ट दीजिए. अगर उसमें कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम लग रही है तो नेक्स्ट वीक में उसको प्लान में चेंज कर लीजिए. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव टू गिव द मॉक टेस्ट ईच वीक. हर सैटरडे संडे प्लान कर लो कि मुझे मॉक टेस्ट देना है, राइट? क्वेश्चन बने या ना बने, धीरे धीरे आपके हैबिट्स में आ जाएगा. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन. Next, simulate the actual exam condition as closely as possible. This is very important. When we are giving the mock test, right, what we are doing? On bed, we are giving the mock test. We are watching the TV and we are giving the mock test, and so on. a exam like condition, just like what in CBT when it's what computer based is, then go for what computer based is. Just exam like situation. It will help you during exam. It will help you in your time management. Okay, blogs. Okay, blogs. I will we will provide you the information about that at the end. I will give the answer. Then next one is finally revision. So last 50 days is reserved for what? Revision. Already I have given you the idea. 200 plus what? 50 days. So last 50 days is for what? Revision. Then, but daily revision is required. When we are giving the mock test, automatically we have to revise all the formula. So suppose you are setting a plan to give the mock test on every Saturday or every Sunday, then automatically you have to revise the subject. Okay, and for last 50 days we will provide you the systematic planning for revision, right? Then make concise notes, create flashcard, use mnemonics technique to add what? Memorization. What is the meaning of this? Simply like what? Vibgyor. So when we are getting the Vibgyor means what? We can recall what? All the colors. Right? Similarly, you have to give the shortcuts. Why we are giving the shortcut for revision? Simply, we have to recall all the data, all the formula during exam. So that is the time to give the mnemonics to what? Each and every theory, each and every formula, each and every important concept, so that we will be able to recall during actual exam, guys. And that is the time, right time. Then finally, if you want guidance, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. You can communicate with what? Toppers. You can communicate with what? Experienced faculty members. You can communicate with your seniors, college teachers, professors. Right? If you find any difficulty, then you can ask us, sir, I have this problem. Simply on my Telegram channel, that is what Electronics by Sanjay Rathi, post your question. I will try to go through all these questions within a week, okay, and I will try to resolve all your doubts. So yes, so don't hesitate. So see, guidance from experienced faculty members, mentors or gate toppers, they can provide insight, clarify your doubts and offer valuable tips for effective preparation. बहुत लोग हेजिटेट करते हैं, उनके दिमाग में कुछ प्रॉब्लम चल रही है, उनको लगता है बस मेरे साथ ही प्रॉब्लम है. उस प्रॉब्लम को रिजॉल्व कीजिए, अपने दोस्तों से पूछिए, लेकिन आपके दोस्त उतनी हेल्प नहीं कर पाएंगे. आप जो एक्सपीरियंस फैकल्टी है या जिन्होंने अभी एग्जाम निकाला है, वो रेगुलर अगर आप गाइडेंस ले रहे हैं तो वो आपका कॉन्फिडेंस भी बूस्ट होगा और आपके क्वेश्चंस का सही जवाब आपको मिलेगा. गलत जवाब के चक्कर में नहीं रहेगा, अदरवाइज गेट एग्जाम आप नहीं निकाल पाएंगे. देन ये होता है ना, दैट इज व्हाट? स्टे मोटिवेटेड एंड व्हाट? कंसिस्टेंट. Is it possible practically? We have the 250 days. How we can stay motivated and consistent? Simply when we are making the weekly plan and we are following it, right? And we are giving what? Regular tests, and we are getting the marks in test, right? We are rectifying our mistakes. Automatically you will remain motivated, but you have to maintain the consistency. That is very important. So when we are making the plan, stay to the plan strictly, right? It will help you. That is the stay motivated throughout your preparation and set achievable goal. Track your progress and reward yourself for milestones. मूवी देखिए हर वीक. अब बताइए, सर आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द ESE बट आई कंप्लीटेड ओनली 4 सब्जेक्ट टिल नाउ. Able to manage time for ESE? Yes, already we have around 250 or what? Same for what? Engineering services exam. First of all, we have the pre in month of what? Feb. On 18 Feb 2024 we have the pre. And then after that we have to give what? Mains. For mains again it is in the month of what? June. Yes, it is sufficient time. You have some, if you are already prepared the 4 subject, you have idea about the gate examination and ESE, and you have the sufficient time. Start your preparation now and make same planning for next 250 or 300 days. Okay, that is the, so you, in this way you can maintain the consistency in your study routine, guys. Okay, any questions? Any other questions, guys, related to that? तो अगर आप स्ट्रिक्टली फॉलो कर रहे हैं 250 डेज, तो अब मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस से आपको बता सकता हूँ, बहुत बड़ी बड़ी बातें होती हैं, बहुत सारे स्टेप्स बोले जाते हैं, ये पढ़ लीजिए, वो बुक पढ़ लो, ऐसा करने से गेट एग्जाम निकलता है. आजकल तो बहुत बोलते हैं ना, इधर जाइए उधर जाइए, दुआ मांगिए. वो सब अपनी जगह है, अगर आप एक प्रॉपर प्लान बनाते हैं, ये मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है, एक एवरेज स्टूडेंट्स भी टॉप रैंक लेकर आ सकता है, लेकिन आपको स्टार्ट करना होगा, राइट। अपने 22 ईयर्स के एक्सपीरियंस में मैंने कई बच्चों को पर्सनली गाइड किया है और उनको बताया है कि बस आपको ज़ील है ना, आप टॉप रैंक लाना चाहते हैं या नहीं चाहते। अगर आप टॉप रैंक लेना चाहते हैं तो आपको प्रॉपर खुद ही शेड्यूल बनाना पड़ेगा, खुद ही उसे स्ट्रिक्टली फॉलो करना पड़ेगा। इट इज योर ड्रीम, यह आपका ड्रीम है, ना कि किसी ने। अगर आपको किसी और ने बोला है कि आपको गेट में टॉप करना है, देन इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल। इफ इट इज योर ड्रीम, देन सिंपली प्रॉपर प्लान फॉर नेक्स्ट 250 days. Okay then, thank you for attending the session. These are our results in GATE 2023 and we want more result for GATE 2024 guys. So stay tuned with me, subscribe our channel. You are on BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive app for all competitive exam. Thank you and good luck for all coming examination. Start your journey with us. Thank you.